It's Quavo in the house. We gon' party in this bitch. And I say it's Monday, gon' get lit. Wake up, gone, and talk some shit. Listen to my episode, you know you want to. Go and spread the word, you know you about to. I don't care if it's whack, don't care if it's tacky. I'ma keep doing the shit like whack and tacky. I'ma rap all day till you get the picture. Spread this shit, nigga, tell your sister. Tell your mama, nigga, tell your daddy. I'm hungry as hell, I could go for spaghetti. And I keep on rapping, cause I'm trying to get my podcast up. Nigga, come around this bitch and I just shut the fuck up. Listen to this shit I'm spitting, cause you know I got a reason why you niggas trying to listen. So you know you better not trip and listen to my episode. This the 10th episode. Okay, I'll quit. Y'all know I had to put something in there that just threw y'all off. But yeah, wake up, it's Monday. This Quay. And I do this all day. You know I like to play all the time, cause you know I rhyme. I don't never use a pen, I don't write no lines. I just speak the shit at the top of my mind. And I do this shit all day. And I tell you one more time, like, go girl, it's your birthday. We gon' wake it up on this Monday. Go girl, it's your birthday. Okay, I quit. I'm done, y'all. But just be expecting more, cause I got bars. And I'm finna get up in the car and get me a goddamn coffee. They say I'm chocolate like toffee. Okay, I quit. What's up, y'all? Today is Wednesday, June the 20th, 2018, and you're listening to the Queen Quaymo podcast. I got a couple of special guests in the building today. I got some homies that want to educate y'all to what it means about being in a polygamous relationship. You know, it's a lot of ideas of what that is and what that's about. So I got Ebony Crawford in the building. And I got...
Hello.
What's up, Ebony?
What's up, baby?
Yeah, what's going on with y'all? Introduce your fam and everybody.
Okay, well, today I'm here with just my husband, Brandon Crawford.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
And we are a polyamorous couple.
Okay.
We were just in a relationship, but that relationship ended, but not for the reasons that people think it did.
Okay. Because
of just normal things. We go through the same things. It's always just a +1 or +2.
Okay.
So, you know, that's what's going on.
Okay.
Address the questions that's out there, because it was a lot of very interesting questions.
Yeah, a lot of
interesting statements.
Yeah. So, a lot of people was geeked about this because a lot of people are into it, but they don't understand the specifics, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, just the introduction. You know, I'm 35. Of course, I'm African American. Mm-hmm. My husband is 34. He's African American. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, he's 33. So I'm a little cool. But nevertheless,
he said you're a little cougar.
Right. I would say I've been into the lifestyle before I knew what it was, even to now moving down south or knowing what it is and what I'm doing. I say for about 10 years. And how long have you been in lifestyle, babe?
I'll probably say about 15.
About 15 years. Yes.
Okay.
I've been doing it a little longer. Me, myself, I've always known that I needed to be with a particular type of woman because of how I am. Uh-huh. Most people will look at me and think of me as a player or pimp or whatever that typical stereotype is, but it's really not the case.
Okay.
And as we go along, y'all realize the ins and outs of our relationships. One of the main points being is that most people would think that this dynamic was initiated by the man. Mm-hmm. And most of the times, it's the woman.
Wow.
Most of the time, it's the woman that's actually interested in expanding out into this realm. And quite frankly, that's the safest.
So what you mean is the safest? Like if the woman initiated, so that it's not offensive.
Well, if the woman initiates it, it's a little safer because it's a lot of things that go along with if a man initiates it. It's a lot of hang-ups that come behind it. Oh, he just trying to, have an excuse to mess around. Oh, he just trying to, There can't no man stay faithful. You know, all these typical stereotypes that get repeated and regurgitated constantly throughout people's mouths. You know, so that's what I mean in a safer aspect, because most people are going to come from the typical aspect, oh, the man wanted to initiate it, when in fact, when we do explain our story, it's, oh, this all happens because she wants it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because she wants it, but because for who she is, it's necessary. Okay. My wife is a bisexual woman through and through. It's not a I wake up and I'm sick of men, so I want to deal with women type of thing. It ain't I'm confused and I feel less than because my husband makes me feel that way. No, it's because she's a strong, confident, bisexual woman. Okay. And me, as a secure man, I understand that I'm not a woman. Okay. So I can't fulfill those corners of her heart that has those needs. She needs a woman. Mm-hmm. So that's how the whole dynamic kind of shoots itself off. Okay. And it also affords me as a man to have a woman next to me to understand where I'm coming from when I explain some things. Okay. You know, we all are still human in this world, and just because I get married to somebody or I'm in a relationship with somebody, that doesn't stop other people in this world from being attractive. Okay. So now that eliminates me from having to, you know, sneak and look and wonder if it's all right, or if she caught me, or someone going off and telling her that I was talking to somebody. It eliminates a lot of that. Okay. You know, because she understands, I find men attractive and women attractive. So, of course, who are you to judge when you have a wider vision of people and choices than I do? Mm. Why would you judge it? And that's what I knew I needed around me, someone that has that expanded perception of the world as far as the people and how they deal with them. Okay. Now I got a couple of questions. Well, actually, we got quite a few questions because when I put the post up on Facebook, a lot of people start asking questions. And one of the questions was, so you said you have done this for a while, about 15 years? Yeah. Okay. When you first did this, about how old were you? I was 17. Okay. And in that aspect, I was in more of the swinging aspect of it. Okay. And can you explain, because that was one of my next questions, like when people think of, and what's the correct term? Because I said polygamous, but y'all said another name. We said, poly is the grounds. That's the multiple. That's the more than just the two individuals. Okay. Now what you add on to the end of that changes the connotations of it, meaning like if me and her, we're polyamorous, meaning we're open to loving and having emotional connections with other people. Okay. And it being okay. Okay. Whereas, let's say in polygamous, that means you have multiple wives. Where in polygyny, that's where a woman has multiple husbands, and so on and so forth. And how it breaks down. You know, I'm not even aware of all of the ones that are out there because I am yet and still learning, and that's also a mind frame you have to stay in, that the dynamics of the relationship aren't based on a set of ground rules. They are based upon the boundaries within your relationship. Okay. Okay. But the level that you reach, as far as the breakdowns that's already present there, that me and her are polyamorous, but yet and still, because of that openness in our relationship and our willingness to be in a relationship with another, we could yet and still be polygamous if we got married. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So that's just adding on to another level, level of it. Okay. But I've been doing it since I was 17. I've really majorly only dated bisexual women. Okay. How did you?
So when you first started, you were 17, and you said you were more like on the swinging aspect of it. What changed for you now with this current relationship?
A lot more honesty and a lot more room to grow. Mm-hmm. Most of the things that most relationships struggle with is the change aspect. A lot of people refuse to allow others to grow and change, meaning my interests may change, my views may change daily.
Yeah.
And that allows me as a person to expand. And I've always offered that to the people that I've been in relationships with, because I've always yet and still been a provider in my relationships. Mm-hmm. And for me providing affords you the grounds to grow into who you want to be as well, comfortably. That's how I feel my job is as a husband. It's for you to be able to grow and flourish in your own way outside of what others expect you should do.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to ask some questions from the Facebook page. One of the questions was, which I think we kind of partially answered this, was, what's the dynamic of your poly relationship? Meaning, is it just multiple women, or is it multiple men and multiple women?
Okay. Well, here, I'll let Ebony explain that.
Okay.
The dynamic of our relationship is we love people.
Okay.
We love each other. And throughout life, like, I've had a boyfriend in this relationship, and those relationships, as far as how much intimacy or how less intimacy, goes with the flow of what is needed in that season.
Okay.
And, like, we don't cut you off, and, like, you would think of monogamous relationships, usually when people get together, good or bad, and they break up, usually against the distance. You really don't talk to that person no more. Or if it wasn't a bad breakup, but, you know, you cool, but you don't really have too much to say because that's the ex. Well, in our relationships, it's not like that. With my boyfriend, we're still best friends. He's still active in my children's life. And the same everyday rules apply. Yes, he took care of me. Yes, he got my nails done and hair done. He was still who he was. Yes, we were intimate and all those things. But at some point, you have to realize what do you want to build your family connection on. Okay. We hooked him up with with Brandon's best friend. So as his main woman, he's with somebody. But with that, I don't stop loving him. We don't stop the intimate connection. We don't stop the connection of the building of the family. Okay. So even though we might not all have sex, that's still my family. His new woman will still be our family. We'll still take care of one another. We'll still help one another. There's just no disconnect. And the same thing with our girlfriends. Like, some people want that honesty to say, you know what, I want to have that one person to build my commitment and my empire with, but I'm still lovingly and heartily connected to these people. Mm-hmm. Our connections don't stop. It's just your views on what type of relationship you want. So we're just, we love you, we love you. Yeah, we're not going to stop loving you.
We touch people without ever touching them. Yeah. You know, that's just, when you have a shine about you, and you let it out without trying to restrict it to who you want to give it to, it's going to shine. It's going to shine effortlessly. But if you always try to pick and choose who you want to show who you are, then that leaves less room for you to become who you are. Because most of the time we pick people to be around us that's going to mesh with, you know, who we are.
Okay.
And it's good to, in this, for me, being polyamorous, being poly anything, that allows you to grow, because you have to show a level of maturity and growth to be able to deal with multiple people in a relationship like this. Mm-hmm. And some people can't handle that because it all boils down to self-accountability. Mm-hmm. You know, everything boils down to self-accountability.
Yeah. Now, a couple of more questions. Well, we got quite a few questions that I'm gonna get to, and I'm finna actually call one of the people who was really, really, really pumped up about this, and she got questions she want to ask. So I'm gonna call her actually in a few minutes. But another one of the questions was, with doing this poly relationships, is there ever any jealousy involved?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
We're still human. And I seen the comment on the page and was like, one guy had said, if you're really confident in yourself, you ain't got room to get jealous. Well, that's not the truth.
Bullshit.
That's what you're human.
Yeah.
You're human. And this is what I want people to understand. The poly mindset, because some people can have a poly mindset with a monogamous relationship and it still works. And what I say about that, the poly mindset helps you to tear down all those societal boxes, those growth boxes, because when we were growing up, the only conversation that you had about marriage and love and family is you knew either your mom and daddy has been married since forever and your grandma and them has been married forever. They courted, they together, even to the sex talk. Your mama told you to don't go out there and bring in no babies. There was no conversation about, did you know you wanted to be a wife? Did you ever feel like you was marriage material? Did you want to be? Those conversations are never had. So what we do is we grow up and put ourselves in a box that we're supposed to go out there and get this one man or one woman, and we're supposed to be happy and have these babies and so on and so forth. Well, sometimes it's just not the case.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's just not the case for people.
I don't feel like I agree with what you're saying, but I also feel like some people didn't even have that example, because I know a lot of people I grew up with, we didn't see marriages. We don't know what marriages are. So to even,
and that's true too.
We go with what we feel like it is, but I definitely feel like some people don't even have an example at all. And those talks never happen. Never happen.
Yeah, but even to those talks, it's like the in-depth things of what marriage is supposed to look like. Because people feel like it's just happy. Well, if you have a good marriage, doesn't mean you're happy all the time. No, Brandy get on my goddamn nerves sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I get on his. But the thing about it is I've learned in this relationship too, is everything is not going to be microwaved, and I'm still human. Mm-hmm. So even so, when we back to the question at hand, so it's some things that we get with some women I don't get with the same women that do the same thing like me. I'm attracted to women. I am bisexual. So these women come from different backgrounds. They bring some things to the table. And most of your things come into our last girlfriend. I call her Mother Teresa because she reminds you of a Disney character. She was so light, so sweet, so kind-hearted. Just Mother Teresa. And I ain't that sweet. Girl, I have some days where I cuss you the hell out. And for real, I'm not that bubbly. And she was. So like when Brandon would get sick, I'm a nurse, so I know to take care of you. Technically, I'm not, let's cuddle and let's be in the bed. We ain't about to do that all day. It's hot. I'm overweight. I ain't got time for that. But she does. So it was sometimes that I had to go and question, like, am I holding my man long enough? Hell, do I have to cuddle with you some more? And it was like, you go through those things because of what and I'm going to say me personally, was taught, like, what you don't do, another woman will, and then your man gone. Lies. What I ain't going to do, this other woman is, and I ain't got to do. And for one, I don't want to do. I don't want to sit up and hold you. It's hot. I don't want to do that. Me not holding you does not devalue my relationship. It's just something that I don't do. But if she can do that, that's something that she can give you, but she also gives me something that you can't either. Mm. And that's being a woman. No matter what he does to me and how he do it, he's still not a woman. He's not going to feel like a woman. It's not going to be a connection like a woman. It's just not going to be that.
Yeah, and so like he was saying with the whole jealousy thing, that's the normal human reaction. But like I said, it goes back to self-accountability. You need to talk to yourself about why you getting jealous. Mm-hmm. Because jealousy is just a shorthand of insecurity. That's all it is. And when people feel insecure, they don't know how to handle that. So it either turns into fear or turns into even more extreme jealousy. And all this stuff start running through their head. Mm-hmm. So, but the whole thing is you need to learn how to shed yourself of those jealousies by learning how to step up and change. But because people are so afraid of change and being 100, this whole mentality, especially in the Black community, a lot of people ain't willing to make that move. because a lot of people too worried about being labeled the bad guy in a relationship or labeled weak, especially for a man, or labeled weak. Man, listen, people like when people knew that my wife was dating a man, I got questioned so many different kind of ways. Mm-hmm. Are y'all all dealing with each other? Are y'all all sleeping around? Like, how do you feel about him doing this and doing that? I was like, listen, I am in empire building mode. Mm-hmm. I look at him. He is my best friend. Don't get me wrong, and I don't trust a lot of men. Mm-hmm. I look at him as a friend and an ally, always. He has never been my competition. I've never been in competition with him. Mm-hmm. Never. Because I know, even as a man, yet and still, I am a totally different man from this person. Mm-hmm. I know what I bring to the table, and I know no one can bring what I bring to the table. And a lot of the men these days don't have that self-confidence. They have misplaced pride.
Now I got another question. So you said that was one of my questions I was going to ask. How is this with building an empire? So how does that work? Because see, maybe people, if they understood that dynamic of it, because personally, I'm just not with it. I'm just not with it, but I don't judge anybody for their own beliefs and own decisions. But if people understood like the financial portion of it more than just the sexual part of it, how does that work? You see what I'm saying? Like, how does it go with building an empire?
Think about a corporation. It's like acquisitions of talent. Uh-huh. I'm a massage therapist. My wife is a nurse medical assistant. Mm-hmm. And just all those things, working in a doctor's office. She knows all those things. Mm-hmm. And then let's say I date a teacher. Okay. And I'm a massage therapist. I literally can take those two strengths to help improve what it is I need to do to help other people to improve my brand and my product. Okay. Or if I deal with somebody, it's all about what talents people bring to the table. Yeah. And because a lot of people don't have a willingness to put their stuff out there or even pursue different talents because it's deemed, silly or something like that, or they don't have time. They feel like they don't have time. You don't know a lot of what people bring to the table until it's too late and y'all mad at each other and y'all breaking up already. Yeah. You don't really know. And then even to the negative stuff that people do, instead of looking at them as negative, we don't know how to turn it around on its head and use it as a strength. Yeah. If someone is OCD and always doing something and it gets on your nerves, why don't you give them something to do so it don't get on your nerves? Mm-hmm. Instead of just sitting there having an attitude. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so with that, in the whole empire building, it's like you take this piece to create, to add to the vision. The whole point is y'all have to have a vision in the beginning. Yeah. Now I got a question. With the arrangement, so like say for right now, y'all add another person to the party. Are you all going to live in the same house? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Right now, as it stands, no. Okay. If you would ask this question maybe 2 months ago, it would have been a yes. Okay. Not because of the change in our relationship, but because of the change of our location. Okay. Yet and still, you have to work within the boundaries of what you are working with. Mm-hmm. But yet and still, as long as communication is kept alive, that is the key point to keeping the vision alive and the pursuit of the goals. Okay. We have team meetings. We have regular check-ins. Okay. How are you feeling? Where are you at? What are your pursuits right now? What are your goals? Have they changed? And we might do this once a month, once every couple of months, or every quarter. It just all depends. But we make sure we have those check-ins so ain't nothing left up in the air or left to guessing. Yeah. Yeah. And... No, go ahead.
It's very simple. It's easy math. It's no different than a lot of people like to look at this and make it so complex. It really isn't. It really is. It's no different than our empire building. Ain't no different than, like you say, you not with it. You get with your king one day because he coming. Yeah. Whatever those plans is and those steps. Right. I'm declaring it because you preparing yourself for that king because he's going to have to be strong as hell. Period. So your order is special, so it's going to take time, boo. But when he get there, it's going to be like boom, bang, bing. So prepare yourself. But nevertheless, it's no different. So if one thing, it's no different when we go with people because it's two sides to it. Because about us living a poly lifestyle, because there's some people that's just swingers. Yeah. And that means a couple go out, they may have a little fun, or because it's a whole lifestyle, there's groups, it's meetings, it's all types of things. So that means you have a couple that like to get their little sexual knocks off and like to expand that, and they go out, they have these undercover or underground little sex parties, because that's basically what they are. Because a lot of these people are professional people. They ain't just, hood rats and drug dealers, and get that out your head. There's a lot of doctors, lawyers, EMTs, teachers, politicians, all these, and they're not horrible people, but since society has made sex under God and so in box, a lot of people like to do it and don't want no shame. So that's the swinging lifestyle. And then you have people that lives this day in and day out. My children know. My children is not in the dark for my children, because there's some people that their kids don't know how freaky their parents is at all, and probably will never know. And it's not even about that, because it's not like just because we in the relationship, I'm sitting up pumping in front of the same respect goes, the same thing goes. But as a question that was on Facebook, how does it affect my children? It's the best route for my kids, because you remember growing up, a lot of us couldn't talk to our mamas the way that we want to. Yeah. And by you having a girlfriend, or even I even appreciate me having another male figure, because the fathers of my children, they just didn't get it right at first. The two people I picked just wasn't the best in the beginning in these years. They always got time to change, but as of this day, they have slacked. So with that, by me being open, I don't eliminate those figures for him. He's still a man. He still treats me like a woman, both of them. When I go out, when we did go out, or even if we go out now, yep, one of them gonna open my door. Yep, they gonna pay for they gonna still treat me as such, because I have to teach my son, this is not your mama being pimped a hoe. Yeah. This is still your mother being a strong woman with the freeness to decide to love openly, and I still get treated and decide how to be treated, and still be treated as a woman. No, you have a choice in how you're treated. That is, too. All that remains. We're gonna talk about bills. We're gonna talk about business. I surround myself the same thing. What's your mindset? What's your goals in the next 10 years? Are you trying to build something? See, even to who we know. You got lawyers teaching me about contracts because we want to go in real estate. So if we messing with somebody and we all got 3 jobs, and we can get to the empire faster. Like they say, 2 heads is better than 1, 3 is better than 2. All of it adds to the same goal, but we all add to each other's dream, because this ain't you joined us, so believe in us and build in our dream. Y'all, what you want to do too, we can see how we can triangle this thing. Mm-hmm. Because I'm just not a medical assistant. I bake, I do hair, I've taught.
You're an entrepreneur.
All these things, and my hand is in everything. And we call it Valentine's Day. We got a package where I come, set up your house, we cook, and he gives you a massage. That's what it is. Oh, wow. That's what you do. And those are the things that you build on. It is the same thing, just a plus whatever you want to add. People want to make things complicated because they don't understand. Mm-hmm. Only thing they don't understand is different about how are you able to love more than one person? Easy. The same way you're able to love more than one child. They say it's different, but it's really not. Just because I love him and I love someone else, it does not lessen the love I got for you. Mm-hmm. That doesn't lessen. My heart is infinity. It grows. I love y'all differently, but equally. For different reasons. You bring me this, that, and X, Y, and Z. This person brings me this. You hear monogamous people say, "Oh, you will never find you 100%." You sure won't, not in one person, but you sure build you 100% in a couple motherfuckers. I'm just saying, yeah. It's more simple than everything. And your kids, you be honest with them. Yeah. We sit down, we talk to our kids. No different from when I was single, a single mom, and wanted to bring prospects into my kids. Hey, when it's time to introduce y'all like that, these are the kids.
Okay.
My kid is old enough. I got 18, about to be 15, and about to be 6. This is who this is. What do y'all think? Mama, well, yeah. Or, yeah, we like her. Or we like him. Then we said the same thing. Mm-hmm. Because you have to be about all of it. Just like we got to be about all of you. Mm-hmm. We get it with a female, with a kid. Christmas come around. We don't buy for our kids, and you come around. We got however many kids we got. Because we are a family. Everybody get treated the same. So it's the same. It's not as complicated as you make it think. Same thing.
Now I got one. I'm finna call somebody in because she want to be a part of this. So y'all just hold the line. I'm finna bring in Tabria.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Tabria.
Hello. Yeah, this is her.
Yeah, we live, baby. I got Ebony on the line.
Hey, who's this?
Girl, look, this is the interview. This Quamo.
Oh, girl, my little bit.
You live. You on the air.
Turn your fans off. Okay.
Did you write down your questions?
No, but I pretty much know them, so.
Okay. Well, y'all go ahead and get acquainted.
Well, hey, Tabria. Hey, Tabria. What's going on? Not too much. What's going on with you, love? Not much. Somebody stole my purse, so just, getting that stuff together.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Where your purse got stolen from? Work?
Oh, the car. It's like one of them little handbags. I left it in there, and then they got me. There wasn't no money in it, so,
Thank God.
Mm-hmm. Y'all ready? Yes, we are. Okay, so I guess the first question I want to ask would be, I know she put polygamy on there, but I know like the different definitions of them. So would you say that you're polygamous or polyamorous?
Polyamorous. It's like it's levels to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's we're polyamorous. If we get in a relationship with somebody and we get married, that will make us polygamous. Yet and still, but we're still, our basis and grounds is polyamory.
I just wanted to say that because I know a lot of people confuse it, and I try to correct people all the time, and they don't understand what I'm trying to say. So are you guys in a triad, or is it like more open?
It can be whatever it grows into. We do have a limit of how many people that we would want to. It would more than likely be. I would never want more than 2 women for a long-term committed foundation. And it's the difference between I say commitment versus relationship, but that's how I feel because that's just what we are. I would never want more than 2 women. So, okay, so you're married, correct? Yes, I am. Okay, so. It'd be okay for your husband to have like a girlfriend, but she not be your girlfriend. Yeah, we have that. We had that. Uh-huh. Yeah. And she's had a boyfriend. And my husband is not bisexual. He's straight. So obviously he was just for me. Okay. Because I know a lot of people don't think like that. So he is okay with you having another guy. Yes, we had that too. Okay. And that actually lasted longer than our relationship with our ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, and the only reason being the dynamic change is because, we let people figure out what they want. What is it that you want? And what he wanted from me, I could not give him because I have a husband. And because of my sexuality, not because of what he's willing to share, me being bisexual, I love my husband, and of course I like men, but I love women. And it's like where my attention could be drawn and what I'm willing to give to another man versus what I have put into my commitment to my husband. And once I get to the point where I feel like I can't give you what you need, I will never, ever be selfish. Be like, well, you with me too, and he with me too, so you just don't have to deal with it. No, but you need to get what you want. I'm not going to stop loving you. And matter of fact, if she works, let her know. We can love on y'all. Yes, the sex may slow down or whatever the case may be, but that's neither here or there. Sex is irrelevant. That doesn't define my relationship
with any of the people.
So would you you said you would be okay with having 2 women. Would you want to all live together, cohabitat, or would you want to all live separately?
My end result, I would like for us to all live together. But as relationships, it's no different than anything else. I feel people need to date and slow down, start to get to know people. That's how we ended up in a lot of horrible relationships. And
not us, in particular, as couples.
But what I do feel people should do, and what we do, is like, you have your own, no different than any relationship. Have we had a relationship with our woman live with us? Basically, yes. Have we been in relationship with? She had her own. Keep your own shit, girl. Because anybody, I teach individuality before I teach anything. On your own, you need to learn how to hold your own 2 feet, love yourself, and know yourself. Because if you don't know that, you can't give nobody a goddamn thing. And I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to help you and give you your experience, and hopefully you catch on. So that's it.
Yeah, I'm here to give you the room to grow comfortably and be able to have discussions with 2 different types of people, so that you can grow in your own way. Like, we're not, like, a lot of people think, would think, oh, y'all, trying to run somebody, or this person wouldn't really have any significant say in a relationship, and that's not the case. They have just as much say as we all do. It's all equal. But it depends on how much you bring to the table, is how much you're included as well. That's anybody. Right. That's with anybody.
No matter the relationship, if you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, then you ain't got shit to say. No matter what type of relationship you in.
Yeah. Right. Have you ever heard of unicorn hunting before? I know you have.
Yeah.
What you say?
Do you think that you ever did that before?
You know what? This is a question that's going to answer 2 questions that you got.
Hold on. Wait. What is unicorn hunting?
Okay. First, you have to explain what a unicorn is. A unicorn is a female that only wants to be involved with a male and female relationship. And that's just what she is. She's a very hard person to find. And to the dynamic to fit, she is.
She's a bisexual single woman that's only interested in couples.
Only interested in couples.
Okay.
Hunting comes in geographical areas where the lifestyle or polyamorous relationships are not flourishing, especially in the Black community. So you do have to hunt. You have to look and do the codes and sniff out people.
Yeah.
But you change your geographic, and you don't have to become the hunter. You will become the hunted, because unicorns will hunt out us. No, seriously. Because when I moved down to the South, answer her question, because she said it's so hard. No, it's just your geographical area. Elkhart, right. When I was up there with my ex-husband, because all y'all know him, he was on the page. I was with the same person for 13 years. No, it ain't no secret. Everybody know I was married to Antoine Gray forever. So with that being said, our lifestyle, you just thought I was a gay woman and he was a nigga just out here busting a nut. Well, no, it wasn't that. You did have to hunt, because a lot of people, if you're a man, you get ridiculed by your other dudes you trying to live, because they feel like it's cool long as you having a threesome with the female. But when you want to get deep in thought and express it, it's just so down the hill. And that's just where the geographic is. Move down south where it's a whole lot more people, especially a whole lot more Black folks. And it's like, you become the hunted. All type of female, oh, y'all married, y'all got y'all shit together. I've been looking for a couple. It's just depending on where you at.
Even to her as a bisexual woman, I told her when she moved down here that these people ain't the same as up north. They gonna be on her,
on my ass,
and they was. Yeah, and the size she was when she moved down here, they was still on her and wanted her her exactly for who she was. And it ain't did nothing but got worse as the pounds come off my beautiful queen. But the thing is, like I said, it does happen around here. But you more than likely are getting sought out by the unicorns down here. Yeah. So they'll have more horror stories about negative couples they done dealt with than than positives. Yeah. Because they done went through so many, they done dealt with so many couples that ain't had their communication together, that ain't had they shit together, that they formed a relationship.
What's going on?
Okay, let me say this.
Understand the basics of it.
If anybody takes anything from this podcast, I want women to understand this. Do not call yourself getting in a relationship with a man, calling it a polyamorous relationship just because you want to control the amount of women that he cheats on you with. Lie. Stop that. Because it's not going to erase your insecurities. It's not going to make you feel control. It's not going to help your relationship. It's not going to keep him faithful. All that's going to do is keep selective amount of females that he tell you about versus not knowing about none of them. So I really need my black people, because I ain't worried about nobody else at this point. Stop doing this. That's not a polyamorous relationship. That's a relationship that you don't want to let it go of a nigga, and you trying to control your emotions by allowing him to sleep with women that you feel that you're okay with are not significant enough to feel insecure. That is not the same. That's why you have a lot of these unicorns having these horror stories with these men, because they feel like, well, as long as I know about the woman and I say she okay, then I can accept his cheating. Stop this. It needs to stop. That's where we get the horror stories and the miscommunications and the judgment, and it's like, well, this ain't really real. Or the setups. You get with these people, you cool, you go to have sex with men, and then all of a sudden you waking up, you fighting.
Yeah.
It's just
now see, that's where I have a question.
That's totally different.
That's why I have a question, because I agree with that. Like, if it's not for you, I don't think you should do it. Okay, I'm one of the people.
No.
But what I'm getting to is, if we say that, people are saying like what you just said. People, if you feel like this is a way to control the man, don't get into it. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
If this is a way, if you feel like not even control your insecurities, control, because see, some people know what type of man they got.
Yeah.
Let's be 100.
Right.
This is a whole other podcast, but you know what type of man you got. Yeah. Most of y'all took him from y'all best friend anyway. You knew it was a hoe when you got it. No, I'm not. We on here to heal people and tell the truth. Yeah, you know what type of nigga you got. And that's what it is. Because 9 times out of 10, you and your best friend will sneak in, especially in that geographical area, sneaking on the low, having these many threesomes. Threesomes is not, you get in there and y'all have sex with him and you cool because he's still your man, because now he ain't got to sleep with him behind your back. So you done took him because now you can offer him that freedom. No, he's still going to cheat, because you still going to find out about bitches you didn't know about. They still going to lie, because that's in their nature. Okay. That's what they do. Now, you're going to have some bitches you know about because you done picked them out and y'all call it cool, but it's nothing more embarrassing that you already allowed the shit. You don't really want the shit, but you want to keep that nigga because you rather say I got me a man than be single and get your life together and wait on the real king that's supposed to treat you the way you need to be treated. So you deal with it, and now you still got bitches popping up pregnant out the woodworks, and now you trying to cover it up with this lifestyle. Stop that. Okay. Don't put a Band-Aid over a big-ass gush. Just get some insecurity and love yourself and get somebody that's going to treat you the way you want to.
Right. And I mean, I agree with that, but that's what I was getting to. So, as you were saying, a lot of people are getting into these type of relationships because of what you just said. But I feel like, okay, well, if we're not going to do it to keep them in, like, what is the reasons to do it? Because I understand y'all saying people are doing it to build an empire and people have different reasons to do it. But what are the reasons you decided to do it?
That's who we are, Q. But that's who we are. That's who I am. I always knew since I was about 13, 14 that I wanted a husband and a wife. I knew that. Even though it was getting everything that I was being taught in church every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because my mama is saved, still was saved, is saved, and that's her lifestyle. But this is who I am. Okay. I always knew I wanted to love both.
Okay.
This is what I represent. And even to some men, it's some men that's cool with the threesome part because I want to be known as having sex with two women, but we're going to be real 100 because I ain't going to beat up on my ladies. It's a lot of you niggas. Stop getting with these women thinking that you cool with the threesome and this woman go down on your woman and she make her make a sound that you ain't never heard before and your insecurities rise because I've been assaulted. No, real bullshit, no bullshit. Was with somebody, he, his homeboys and hyped him up. It ain't nothing like a threesome. Get you a threesome. Well, I'm a beast. Got with your woman. She did some things you ain't never seen before, and this nigga punched me in the back of my head.
Oh, wow.
Right, because you not right. Because y'all so hyped with the let's get the two big booties twerk it, but you don't really know it's some females that's out here that's gonna put your women through something that they ain't never felt before. And now what you gonna do, brother? Stop that. Jack, go. I'm serious.
I know you're serious, but I can't help that it's funny. I mean, I know what you're saying is facts, but the shit is funny though.
It is facts.
Yeah.
But the thing is a lot of the thing is poly relationships. Yes, they are more complicated than regular monogamous relationships, but yet and still they're monogamous relationships on crack. Like you have to be aware of so many things at so many times and communicate on so many different levels that it led me to realize that a lot of things about what's wrong with monogamous relationships. It gives you the more people you deal with, the more insight you should get, and you should get better at it. Yeah.
Okay.
One of the things I explained to people about their relationships and their issues, I said, you have two types of people. You have people who become the experiences that they've been through, and then you have people who learn from the experiences that they've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Prime example. I use this to describe the change in mindset in a person. You can have a person that's a victim of rape, and then you have a person that was a victim of rape. Can you understand the difference in mentality and if someone stated that?
Yeah, of course.
It's a release of power.
Okay.
And it's a lesson learned that they gained, and they're not letting it control their life anymore. It's become a story. It's become a part of them now. It hasn't become them anymore. Okay. And that's a lot of people's problem. They're becoming the experiences that they've been through, and they're holding on to them and putting them back into the new relationship. Mm-hmm. Carrying old insecurities, some people are carrying shit with them that didn't even come from them. It came from their parents, or their grandparents,
okay,
or aunt, or brother and sister. Some shit that they seen that they misqualified, that they misunderstood, and now it got them with this negative experience that they're looking out for, and they're doing all these things to try to avoid it, not realizing that they're pushing it further in that direction. You know how if you say you go looking for something wrong, you're going to find something wrong? Mm-hmm. Same concept. It's a law of the universe. Like attracts like. Whatever you think is going on in the world, that's what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
We are not monogamous creatures by nature. We have taught to be monogamous.
Yeah, monogamy has only been around for the last maybe 10,000 years.
And I'm not when I make this statement, this is not for nobody. I'm not converting nobody.
Okay.
None of that. Mm-hmm. But let's just understand, a lot of people are not monogamous, but because of the way we taught and what we believe in, that's what we go look for. And that's what I say, the monogamous allows you to be honest with your true self. When you're in a relationship, you're going to get judged no matter if you're monogamous or polygamy. It does not matter. Mm-hmm. But the thing about it is, it allows you to ask those questions through and through. Some hard questions that you ain't never asked. And also, even so, like I said, with people with the polygamy mindset and with the monogamous relationship, realizing that we all human. They did not stop making fine females when your man found you. Some things are just physical, and they are. You can speak upon it and move freely. It's allow you to have your whatever you need about yourself. Those are the things that you do. even to the friendships. My husband has a lot of female friends, and because he is attractive and because of the city he came from, a lot of his female friends is finer than a motherfucker, especially this one. He got this one friend, this bitch so fine, I questioned my goddamn self. Now, don't get me wrong, she's a beautiful person, that's my boo. No, for real. But when I first saw her, I was like, well, god damn. But at the end of the day, that showed me I was just human. And she'll tell you, I told her that to her face, like, girl, I ain't know. I said you can come over, but I had to go out and talk to baby Jesus when I got here and seen you face to face. Like, for real. I'm just 100. That's just what it is, because girl, shit. But my husband also tells me, shows me, proves me every day that he worships the fucking ground that I walk on, as do I. Nothing shifts or moves what he feels, how he treats me, how he loves me, no matter who we deal with. But he makes sure, as a man, he shows that to me. He assures that in me every day. And I do the same with him. We ask ourselves that question, and we allow ourselves to have our feelings. It's nothing wrong with the emotion, jealousy, anger, whatever. It's what you do after the emotion. Jealousy, everybody feels it. Hell, you feel it when you see something. You see a motherfucker go places that you ain't been yet. You feel it. But you can... all those negative things America or society attached to this word, it's actually one of the biggest positive things you ever had. Jealousy is the biggest motivator. When you see a motherfucker hit Italy that you know, you going to either do two things. You're going to use it positive or negative. You're going to be like, fuck that bitch, she only going because of this. Or you're going to be like, damn, she made it to where I'm going. Watch what I do next year and get my weight up. I'm going to be there too, bitch. You're going to either be one or the other. It's what you do, not the emotion. And a lot of people get caught up in that. With this, you have to talk. You have to ask some questions. I told him, I seen no girl ride you the other night. My knees is bad. I ain't about to do that. So let me check with you. Is this real shit? Is this a requirement? This is real shit that's happening. No, for real. I mean, we had a girl, when I tell you stallion, I was amazed. Took my breath away. My knees is bad. So... how did this make you feel? Is this going to be like for real? I want to know what's going on. Let me tell you how it made me feel. Let's talk about it. If we honest, anytime we have anything, we don't go 2 or 3 days. I'm going to give you about 10, 15 minutes to make sure I'm talking about it from a good place, because I don't want to yell. I don't want to fight. I don't want to scream. That's what I learned different from this relationship versus the old one. Because me and my ex-husband, we was just out there doing shit. We did a lot of shit wrong, but we didn't have no template. We couldn't talk to nobody like Tabria. I know she at Elkhart losing her goddamn mind, because the people you want to have a conversation with, they out there just fucking and not doing no education. And then the other ones want to talk shit about it, but don't know nothing about it. So you find yourself in a rock and a hard place between ignorance and more ignorance. So it's frustrating. So when you do try to be with somebody up there, because since I'm from up there, I can speak about Elkhart, you can be with them in private and it's cool, but when you get out in public, now I got to pull on the front that this bitch ain't better than me, or as a man, I got 2 bitches and then it ends. Well, it's more than that. It's more than I got 2 women, because as my husband, you also need to be in a financial place. When we go out, he opens both our doors. When we go to dinner, he pays for all the tab. Movies, he take us both shopping. See, it's certain things that you should be, even if you can't do those things, then your ass don't even need to be talking about, just like being in a relationship. If you're not financially stable on your feet, that's for male or female, in the place where you need to be, you don't need to be focused on no goddamn body but you. Yes, we all make mistakes. We all make a different path. We all done did what we need to do. Get on your path where you can get your ducks in a row, so you can add a little more duckies.
Well, there you go.
So when you dating, when you guys date or whatever, so you like go on separate dates, or you always go together?
Separate. We go separate days and we go together.
It depends. Like, I'm an honest person, and the one thing people can tell, I'm a person that likes my space, and I know what I want. There's some things that I don't like to do, and my husband reads a lot and expands his mind, and he gets to having these conversations. I'm ADHD, so if the conversation don't attract my interest well, when you were by yourself, think about it in your monogamous relationships, for those who listening or are going to listen. And you just sit up and listen to your man or woman, and you like, I'm really not interested, but they my man, they my woman. I have to listen to this shit. I ain't got to do that no more. So if y'all want to go to the mystical books and read up on all the Greek gods, go ahead. I don't have to pretend, But he also knows that's just not my interest. And y'all can go do that. I can be at home by myself reading a book. Me and him go through do things, but we do go out on dates together. We share interests. We love art. We went to art museums together. We went to movies. We do things as a family together. That means her children, my children, us adults, we all go to the park. We'd have been to the beach, because if we get to the point, because me and our ex, we was together for almost 2 years. So we'd have been to her family house, Thanksgiving. My mama that came down and met her. Same thing. It's a big family that met each other. We'd have met sisters and brothers. We do, same thing you do it in we do the same thing, just plus one. That's it.
Kissing is a big issue I've noticed with a lot of people too. Like, well, you got kids, so how do you guys go about like introducing kids to each other and stuff like that?
The same way you go to introduce same thing. And then we wait till we know, like, if you're gonna be with somebody or really kick it with somebody. My friends, my children, we have never really hid it from her, because even in my marriage, my ex-husband, our girlfriends lived with us, so they knew who they were. And the same thing with our kids. And I make sure with my son, because he is at 14, 15, me and my husband talk to him, I want you to understand that I'm not weak or I'm not insecure, and I feel like my man should be able to do what he wants to. I am a woman. I am a bisexual woman. I like men. I like women. Those conversations, we need to stop shielding our children from the conversations, because either you can have it with them and give them the right information, or they can go learn from their little friends. And we all know how we was learning from our friends. We all ain't that old. We wasn't young. It was just not too long ago where we was young, learning from our friends. Now, some of us are still only taking information from our friends, looking stupid. It's the same thing. I'm honest with my kids. They see us hold hands. They see us hug. They see us give Valentine's Day gifts. They see us take us to dinner. We all show up at graduation. We all discipline. And it helps for, like, my teenager. When we have a girlfriend, she's going to talk to her and be more honest with her than she is with me. Because even though they have respect for her as adults, she's still not her mother. So when she can tell her things that she can't quite tell me. And do I get mad? No, because I know what it was like when I was a teenager and I ain't had nobody. When things was happening to me and I couldn't go tell my mama. Well, I felt like I couldn't. But my daughters have an outlet, and they have somebody else to say, you know what, my kids see that more people love them and have more support and introduced to more things in life than just what they mom and daddy do. Because being introduced to my ex-boyfriend, now they see black men that is successful, that has 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees, that don't have no kids, that's not one of these what they see black men portrayed on TV. That's the men they see every day. So now my son has different steps. My daughter has seen different women be great doctors, lawyers, nurses, teachers, whatever the case may be, having goals, being ladies, saying, I have the right to be my sexual self. That does not degrade me as a woman. I am still a phenomenal person. You're going to have your opinion, and I get it, but I'm yet strong. I can still talk. I can still express myself instead of tiptoeing around your mama house saying, oh, I wish I could talk, but I guess I'll talk to my friend tomorrow and get all the wrong advice because y'all both young and dumb. Mm-hmm. So it's more of a game for anything. Or those times where just like financial, everybody got different jobs. People step in, and this is where you even if y'all don't have the relationships, but y'all able to have the connections, you step in and be like, oh, I'll take care of your son's football cleats and his socks and all that other stuff, because we know you paying mortgages and getting your credit together and all those things. It's somebody else that can come in and take off that pressure, because down here the schools are poor, so we do pay a lot more money than anything else. And when the fathers of my children didn't step in, now they don't have all that negativity of their daddies not being there, because not only do they have a man that I'm married to, they have another man that ain't got no attachment, not for real, and still doing things that a man should do. Take him out, have those conversations. Let's talk about college. Let's talk about these. Let me show you what getting prepared for your master's degree look like. Mm-hmm. Those things you have, expanding yourself. And hell, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a wife, I'm a counselor, and sometimes I'm goddamn tired. I don't want to talk to my motherfucking husband. I don't want to suck no dick. I don't want to fuck. But I'm just being out. I don't feel like it. And it's just simple as having somebody there that do feel like it. When you want to, he got stamina like a goddamn horse. I don't feel like doing it. We go knock yourself out. Girl, hell, I had a rough childhood. I'm just saying, for those, I'm honest with myself. I was a little hoish. I sucked dick for a long time. I just don't feel like sucking dick like I used to no more. I just don't want to do it. So since I don't want to do it, go on, I can call up, a.k.a. not a real person, but just used for black terms, Keisha, and be like, hey, you want to come hook my husband up? And I'm cool with that. Girl, I'll roll the fuck off, go to sleep. Now, don't wake me up, because I'm put both of y'all out. Don't do that. Yeah, but see, come on over, knock him out, and I'm going to bed.
And see, you know, whatever works for y'all. That's all that matters. But I did learn some things today. I didn't know none of this stuff about nothing. I definitely didn't know nothing about a unicorn, nothing. So it was definitely some stuff. I know people gonna have a lot of questions. So
you got any more questions for us?
Actually, I don't. I gotta kind of wrap it up because I'm getting ready to go to work. But I want y'all to shout out y'all social media, because if people have questions, I want them to be able to get it from people who know. So can y'all shout out y'all social media?
Well, you can find me on Facebook as Ebony Crawford, and him as Mr. Perfect, Mr. B Perfect on Facebook. And you can also go to my YouTube page where I talk about all these things in my videos, which is Coffee with Miss Crawford. You can type in my name, Ebony Crawford, and I have videos, just perspective from what we do and what we don't do. You can listen on them. You can leave comments and ask questions as you go along, because it's nice to have somebody that can actually, because, you know, you be in a relationship and your girlfriend getting on your nerves. You want to go talk to your friends like you do in your monogamous relationship, but your vanilla friends, the people who don't do this, they already cut you off because they feel like, well, you allowing your man to sleep with another woman, so whatever problems you got, that it stems from that. And it's like, no, it's not that minute. Just like your monogamous man get on your nerves and you want to go talk to your friends, you want to do the same thing, but people don't understand. So it leaves them at a wall, and y'all make a lot of different mistakes. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, you do get jealous. Yeah, you do this. This is for you, and I'm not judging you. I'm telling you what it is for real. Keep it 100.
Yeah, and you can. I'm working on my lifestyle and spirituality page on Instagram. You can find it at King Midas Massage.
Say it one more time.
King Midas Massage.
Okay.
All one word.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it.
And say the YouTube page one more time. And also, y'all, I'm going to send y'all email. Send me the links so I can put them in the description. And you just click right on the pages.
Ebony Crawford.
All right.
Coffee with Miss Crawford. Pull it up. Videos all day.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for this session. It's been so nice. I learned a lot today. I really did.
If you want to do it again, we got more answers than you probably got questions.
I bet.
And to Bria, just inbox me if you ever need somebody to talk to. I'm here to talk to you, girl.
All right. Thanks for calling me.
No problem. Thank you for calling, saying that you wanted to be a part of it. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right. When I was young, I used to sit up on the bricks. The homies got to really hitting licks. Since we ain't had money, we ain't had sense. The system been broken, it can't be fixed. And it's because of this why I inspire my whole community to build an empire. And since we change our thoughts, we change our desires. And if we're getting money, we sitting up higher. Oh, welcome to my podcast where we keep it real. I'm telling you all the facts and the real deal. Listen to my podcast, nigga. Tell your mammy, tell your sister, tell your daddy. I'm going on to this shit and I'ma spread word to the people. And I'ma make sure that we get treated equal and give you information where you can get the resources that you need to get your shit, like your houses, your cars, your money, build everything you know, get money, chill. I don't write rhymes and I don't write raps, but I'ma do the shit for you, get the shit intact. Listen to my podcast, we in season 2. Listen to my podcast, nigga, what it do? I'ma say it again, I'ma say it to you. Listen to my podcast, nigga, what it do? Hey. What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Queen Quaymo, and we made it to season 2. So this was for y'all. Let's have this moment.